everyone, and welcome to the 15th concert, streaming live from Teachín Ceoil. So, in honor of getting back out into the world, being fully vaccinated and being out and able to play sessions again, this concert is comprised of tunes that are common session tunes, very well-known tunes, that I wouldn't normally play in a concert at all, simply because you'd be playing them often enough in the sessions. But they've been seriously neglected for this last year and then some, so I figured I'd dust them off and play them. So I'm starting off with the quintessential set of that fits that description, and that's the Tarbolton set, which was originally recorded by Michael Coleman back in the early days of recording. He was a Sligo fiddle player that was recorded here in the States, and the recording got very popular and was sent back to Ireland, and people learned tunes off of it and so, that sort of thing. He was a very good fiddle player. So this is the Tarbolton, followed by the Longford collector, followed by the sailor's bonnet. And it is so, this set is so well known that if somebody starts the Tarbolton in a session, everybody just knows where it's going. And so if anybody ever wanted to go somewhere else with it, they'd have a hard time tracking people away from the standard set. So there are jokes about, oh, free the Tarbolton and things like that. But start off with the Tarbolton set here. Longford collector, and a sailor's bonnet. Alright, I'm going to continue on with a couple of jigs, commonly called the pitchforks. So there's the sporting pitchfork and the rambling pitchfork, and they're very often put together. Commonly played by pipers more than anybody else, but commonly played by most people anyway. You rarely hear one without the other. Pitchfork and the rambling pitchfork. Alright, and continue on with a couple of hornpipes. This is the Home Ruler and Kitty's Wedding, all very, very, very commonly played together. Not necessarily in this order, but very, very commonly played together, and most often in this order. They're very straightforward hornpipes without being too dorky, so I like them. Here we go. the Tony Lennon and Noel Hill recording as well. That's probably where I heard it first, but it's on several different recordings than those two together. All right, I'm going to kind of do a mixy-matchy set next. There is a fiddle player-composer named Martin Wynne, who is known for writing 4 tunes, 4 reels, and the first 2 are almost always played together, and the other 2 are almost never played with the others, and they're far less common. But the first 2, Martin Wynne's number 1 and number 2, are very, very well known and very, very commonly played together, but not always. But the second one was recorded by the Galtee band, followed by the Longford Tinker, was it? Longford Tinker, I think is the name of the tune that comes after it. So I'm going to do Martin Wynne's 1 and 2, and then into the Longford Tinker. commonly played together, and the second and third one are commonly played together, and there's a lot of mixing and matching going on between these three tunes, but they're almost always played together in some way, shape, or form. So the first one is Táim Arrears, which is that's the name of the song that is to that melody. The second one is Hardiman the Fiddler, and the third one is Give Us a Drink of Water, also known as Down to the Well for Water, or Give Us Some Water. Basically, they're thirsty. And there's another tune called Give Us a Drink of Water, which confuses many things. But here are 7/3 slip jigs. Probably the most commonly played slip jigs around. I'm going to play that air, this is the month to do it, I suppose. When I heard this originally from, it was on the Water from the Well CD from the Chieftains with Kevin Kniff singing it, and that's the version that I have in my mind. But there's many versions out there. It's again a very common tune, common air and song. I'm going to give this a go. But I sat down and learned these tunes finally when one of my students came to me and says, I want to learn the Slave Lucra national anthem. And I was very confused. And it turned out, during the finale of a concert at some festival, a bunch of Slave Lucra players were up on stage, Jack Daly and Carnage and the like. And they played this set, and it was put up on YouTube under that name. And they're all three sometimes called Callaghans. The first one is sometimes called the Galtee Rangers. The second one is sometimes called the Glentaun. The third one I think is just called Callaghans. I'm not sure. But they're great tunes, very bouncy reels. Excuse me. And I'm going to go just sitting here. Actually, we'll put a national anthem. Obviously tongue in cheek, but it's a very common set there, and it's a good one. So. Alright, so I'm going to do another mixy-matchy set. A set of jigs, all with hag in the title. And they're frequently played together, but not always in this order. So I'm going to start with the hag's purse and follow that up with the hag with the money, and then play the hag of the churn. And that middle tune, the hag with the money, has a song. It's the melody to a song. I'll just give these a go. numbers are entirely dependent on the recording. But this is the order that was on the Star Above the Garter album with Dennis Murphy and Julie Clifford, which is one of the big albums that people learn tunes off of and have for many years. So they're commonly played this way if they come up in a session. Ballydesmond 1, 2, and 3. album with Dennis Murphy and Julia Clifford. All right, back to some more straight ahead, nice fancy tunes. I think these are also sleeve lucrative tunes. The Banks of the Island and the New Post Office also go by other names. But I love this set in that the one goes straight into the other, very, very naturally. And it's great to play for dancers, especially Seamus style dancers, because it has a very good lift and bounce to it. So I'll launch into them. among other names. It has a variety of names, that set. But it's a lot of fun to play. All right. This is a set. This next one is a set of jigs. The second tune is a super common tune, often played with many different things. But there was a concert at Archinol back in 2004, and this set was played, and it kind of caught on here. The first tune is Spórt, which is not as common a session tune, but I don't think I can play it without playing the Rolling Wave after it. So Spórt and the Rolling Wave is the set. And I think it got stuck in my brain from that concert. Spórt is a tune written by Arrears, and there's a lovely recording of it, like young children lilting it, like dee-dum-dee-dum, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, so Spórt and the Rolling Wave. Copperplate and the old Copperplate, good old standard set, and throwing there at the end, I'm going to throw in the Bucks of Oranmore, which Seamus Ennis said after the Bucks of Oranmore, all you should hear is the bang of the door and the latch falling down behind it. So he called it the bang and the latch. After that tune, no more can be played. So the new Copperplate, the old Copperplate, and the Bucks of Oranmore.